Today in history, January 16th, 1919. This was the day that the 18th Amendment was ratified. What is the 18th Amendment? I'll tell you. The 18th Amendment was the prohibition of alcohol. It was actually the manufacture, the sale, and the transportation of intoxicating liquors. So that's what happened. Now, this wasn't something. This wasn't a movement that just started overnight. That started, 2 years before, and then it caught on. No, this was a movement that started in the early 1800s. The temperance societies, and abstination from alcohol and liquor. It was considered, I guess the devil's drink. Who knows? But this wasn't a new movement. It gained momentum in the late 1800s. There was the Women's Temperance Christian Association. There was an anti-saloon league. I mean, there were these were societies where these people banded together, but they got money and they got donors, and they became a political force, which is why it became law because these few people that had money that wanted certain laws passed that they felt the rest of the country should follow. They felt that they had to do what was right for them, and it was actually in Sears catalogs in the late 1800s, early 1900s, there were advertisements that actually said, "Hey, ladies, if you are not taking care of your husband's drinking, it's your fault." Basically, they were selling it was like castor oil to put in their little bottle, of drinky drink, and so that they would, get the poopa-doo-doos, and they, yeah, and it ultimately, I mean, the advertisements specifically said, "Wives, if you don't do this, you're not doing your job." Yeah, so much responsibility. So, yeah, these societies weren't, but they gained political power in the late 1800s, and then into the 1900s, it really gained momentum. And it wasn't that the country as a whole was, obviously was behind prohibition. It was just that the ones who were, they had the political force and they had the money to get this pushed through.